Hi, I'm Elise Miller. I'm a personal trainer and group fitness instructor here at Performance Fitness, and today we are interviewing Judy about her successes. Now, so many people, in my experience, absolutely hate tracking their calories, keeping track of their protein and their fat and their carb intake. So how has that been for you?
Well, there are a number of apps out there that help you do that on your phone, or even just writing it down. But it's hard in the beginning, but it just does become habit to you. And as I say, if you're doing it on a phone or a pad, it's once you put it in, it's in, and you can just search it and reference it. And it takes some time, but I think the results are worth it.
Yeah. Do you feel like the successes that you've had would be more difficult if you weren't tracking?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because when you're not tracking, you don't know what you're eating, and it's just very mindless. And I found through tracking that maybe if I ate out and I looked at what the calories were, like, wow, that would have been my whole day,
right?
Or most of my day,
right?
And so I'm just like now so much more conscious that is that how it's like a bank account? It's how do you want to spend your money,
right? So
and how you want to spend your calories.
So, but you don't feel like you're starving or
No,
deprived?
No, I don't feel like I'm deprived. I can go out and eat, and I just am much more conscious of what I'm eating. And again, it's like you don't realize until you look at the numbers what things actually cost you.
Right. So if somebody has a veil in front of their is not quite being honest with themselves, tracking as a way to make sure you're being honest.
Right, and it's also a revelation of what, when you read labels too, they'll say, they'll have all these great, like healthy choice and things like that, and then you actually look at the numbers, and it's like, it's very eye-opening.
Yeah,
so.
Usually packaging on foods labeled healthy is kind of an alarm to run the other way. Do you have physical restrictions or any injuries?
Yeah, I actually am a candidate to have my kneecaps replaced. Right now my kneecaps are bone on bone, and I am probably going to be doing that within the next few months. And I just, the trainers here have been extremely accommodating to me. My doctor said no squatting. Of course, I did check with my doctor first, and he said no squatting or no lunges. Mm-hmm. So the trainers here have given me alternatives that that I can do, that I don't experience the knee pain. And besides my knees, I feel like at least I'm working everything else in my upper body, and which definitely was a necessity for me.
Yeah, and you still get to work your lower body too.
Right. Absolutely.
And my
your
core.
Quads
and your core. I know you like the core classes.
Yes.
So, how do you keep yourself accountable?
I keep myself accountable by tracking every day. I have to do this. It's no longer something just for vanity, and it's much more of a it's just a necessity.
Right.
It's no longer a choice. Every doctor has told me that, and that as you get older, you really can't just coast along the way I did when I was 25.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So preventative medicine would be a way to look at it. And tell me about the results other than the 6 pounds you've lost.
I feel like I have more energy. I feel like I am a bit stronger, and in my class I can do there were the first class I took there were some things I just like, that's not happening.
Yeah.
And now maybe I'm not all the way there, 100% there yet in 6 weeks, but I'm I sometimes surprise myself that there are things I can do.
Yeah, and it's empowering. How often do you come to classes?
I right now come to classes twice a week.
Twice a week, and what do you do when you're not in class?
When I'm not in class, I try and I try and walk every day, at least a mile walk. And I also, you know, I mean, it may be a little thing, but when I'm in front of a computer a lot, so I do use a stability ball rather than a chair.
Oh, that's great.
So
Constantly working those core muscles.
right, and stretching, you know, which stretching, I have flexibility issues, and that stretching really helps me.
Great. Lastly, do you have any insights, revelations, or tricks that you would share with somebody who was just beginning on their fitness journey or someone who is struggling?
Well, again, it's how you want to live the rest of your life. You know, do you want to be in pain? Do you want to not be able to do things because you have physical limitations? And also, you know, you just have to know that you get what you get out of it is what you put into it. And if you put in the time, and it's not a lot of time, you know, it's going to work for you. It's, you know, it's a 24/7 thing, but you know, it's just like I said, it's how you want to live your life and how you want to spend the rest of your life.
That's great. Well, your successes have been so inspiring that we're sitting here right now talking about it. So
yeah, and I know
can learn from it.
Yeah, I have a long way to go, but you know, definitely getting there. So
yeah, and you know, the goal is also the journey, right? To
Right.
get kind of zen about it. Thank you, Judy.
okay, you're welcome. It's been a pleasure.